Welcome back to another video. By the title of this video, you know what's going on. We're gonna be going through my bag again. I got new irons, so this is gonna be kind of like a what's in the bag for 2022. A lot of you guys were asking what clubs I'm hitting. Got some new Cobra clubs, and we're gonna test them out today. We got the irons unboxed. This is the first look. Clean. This is the gap wedge. New irons are called the King Cobra Tours. So even though I'm not on tour, I got the tour edition. Whenever I was hitting them, they felt really good in the fitting. Really excited to hit them today. The specs are honestly kind of the same as my old clubs, which were the Ping eye blades. My clubs are going to be a little bit flatter this time though, because what we saw by my ball flights is whenever we were facing a challenging wind, I would overhook it a lot, and that was because my clubs were a little bit too upright. And then also the spin rates were a little bit too high, so these are gonna be notched down just a little bit. So what we got in here is we got the Project X 7.0 shaft, so that'll be extra stiff. We got the Golf Pride, the new decade multi-compound, so same grips as I had in my old clubs, except I went with mid-size this time. My hands have grown a little bit since the last time I got fit for irons. I've just always stuck with the same size grips even whenever I grew. We figured out that I should probably get some thicker grips because my hands have gotten a lot bigger. Okay, so I'm just gonna go down the line. It's pretty simple. It's a complete iron set. I got the gap wedge to the 4-iron. You already saw the gap wedge. This is what it looks like. It's a normal iron all the way to the 4-iron. It looks sleek. The difference that I see between these clubs and my old ones, there's a little bit less offset. So like I said, whenever I was facing challenging winds, I would overhook it a lot, and some of that was due to the offset on the clubs. Really excited to be testing those out. Whenever I was hitting them on the range at Dallas National, I was starting them more right, which I love, so I was only dealing with a push whenever I was missing. Other than the club, we got some new stuff. We got a new bag, we got new balls. In my last video, if y'all watched that, I just had a Ping bag. I liked it, but then Cobra sent me out a new bag with the irons, so we're putting that in play. It's really nice, it's waterproof, but we'll just go through the pockets. In the front pocket, got my long driver head, pretty cool. Pretty much what I do is I carry a lot of gloves in the front pocket. Got my Bushnell rangefinder. Recently made a switch in balls. If y'all have been following along, y'all would know that I have always played Pro V1s, but now I have switched to Bridgestone. These things are sweet. They're actually I've been using the prototypes, the Tour BX, so these ones spin a little bit less, they're a little firmer. I know Tiger uses the BXS, which is a little bit softer, so you can get a little bit more spin around the green. Right here, I just carry my tees and ball markers. I got tornado tees, so whenever we're training for speed, we can just keep that thing glued into the ground. Stencils, mark my balls. Right here in this pocket, I normally put my phone, because that's like the most waterproof pocket, I guess you could say. And then here, just got rain gear. And then the last pocket over here, I have got like my phone charger, my wrench tool, liquid chalk. This is key for me whenever speed training because my hands sweat profusely. But then also whenever you do sweat, you do get a lot of blisters, so band-aids are key as well. My hands have actually been bleeding a lot during speed training. I'm pretty sure like half the time I've been ripping my hands open. Okay guys, so that's it for what's in my bag. Obviously we got the new clubs, we got the new bag. I showed you guys kind of what I keep in my bag. So now we're gonna test out the clubs. So let's get into it. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna probably put down a foresight just so we can give you guys my numbers so you guys can see what my stock yardages are as well. I did that in my last video so we can kind of compare and contrast what my numbers are looking like now compared to then. So let's get right into it. So I'm gonna hit a few shots with each club so you guys can kind of see what my stock yardages are. We're gonna start off with the gap wedge, kind of hit a few shots, feel them out, my initial reactions, and then also give the yardages. I feel like that's fast. I mean, I haven't warmed up yet. 140 carry, I kind of just chipped it. Can't really be going just for length with the wedges. So, I mean, obviously we're gonna be looking more at the spin rates and stuff like that. And then also our distance control. First initial thought on the irons, they feel really good. All right, let's go to the pitching wedge. So far, everything feels really good. And I do like the grip change. That one was hit good. It's 1,000 less spin than the gap wedge. That's about what you want to see. 155 yards of carry. Pretty happy with that. Also, if you notice, since I'm more used to my old irons, some of these are just, they're starting off more right. And I think that's just because I'm not as used to the lie angle yet. That's what I like to see, missing it out to the right a little bit. That was hit really good. 124 ball speed. 160 carry. Guys, I'm figuring out my yardages right now, so this is good for me. Sometimes whenever I go out there on the course, I just kind of hit what feels right. This will be a learning experience for me as well. That That one was chunked, so it's kind of irrelevant, but 147 yards of carry. We always chunk them. Moving on to the 9-iron. This is kind of an important test for me right here between the pitching wedge and the 9-iron, because with my old set, I had a 46-degree pitching wedge, and then my 9-iron, which I don't even know what the loft was, but I had like a 25-yard gap between these clubs. So it was really tough. I always have a bunch of yardages that happen to be around these club selections, and with a 25-yard gap, it's really tough to play golf whenever yardages fall between these clubs. So this is a huge test for me to see if this new gapping is right. See, that one was a little thin and it went 170. I mean, that's only 10 yards between my pitching wedge and this club, so the 9-iron. So that's a pretty good gap. Obviously mishit it a little bit. I'd like to have like 12 to 15 yards between each club, so I'm pretty happy so far. Alright, that was hit well. So between the miss hit and the well hit one, that's a 3-yard difference. That's awesome. Moving up, 8-iron. That one flew 193, so a bit of a gap between the 9 and the 8. Like I said, kind of at the beginning, haven't really warmed up, so that could probably be me just not having been warmed up. Spin rates are still looking good, so probably just the fact that I'm warming up. Slicey, flying about 190. Sounds about right. Good spin rates. This is what we love to see. My spin rates on my other clubs are kind of all over the place, so that was a problem. 7-iron now. Should be expecting to hit this like 205 to 210 stock. I feel like my numbers will start jumping as this video goes on, just because I'm not fully warm. So 8-iron, I'd probably be expecting to hit on the course around 195 to 200, maybe even 205 whenever I'm feeling fast. It all depends on the day, honestly, guys. That's a 200-yard 7-iron. Spin rate's good. It's spinning just over 6,000. That's kind of what I like. I mean, that's what Bryson likes too, is about 1,000 under the number on the club. So normally for most people, if you have a 7-iron, you want your spin rate to be around 7,000, but 1,000 under for me is really good. That one I caught really good. I'm actually speeding up as we go on. That doesn't surprise me. That'll probably on the course be around my 210 to 215 club whenever I'm hitting it good. And then here we are, we have the 6-iron. This will probably be around my 225 club, I'd say. 220 club. Again, I don't know my yardages yet with these clubs, so this is all a learning experience. Hit pretty good. Good spin, 5,500, so about 500 RPMs under like the normal amount that people want to see. Carries 217. We got 2 more clubs in the bag that we're gonna try out. Got the 5-iron now. This is a club I definitely don't hit often on the course. If I hit any long iron, it's probably gonna be the 4-iron just off the tees. Don't really know what my yardage is with this club, but we're about to see. About what I expected. Flying at 235. This club I might need to check in on because it does have a little bit more spin. Might need to go down a degree or 2 in loft on this club. That one was actually a little bit thin off the heel and it spun about the same. So the miss hits are definitely good with these clubs. That's what I'm very excited about. It's definitely gonna help my game out. All right, let's go with the 4-iron. Let's check this thing out. Definitely a club that's important to me because us longer hitters, we use this club off the tee a lot. Alright, a little thin, but that one's actually, that one spun a little bit too much too. But 250 carry. The gappings between these clubs so far, except for I'd say the 5-iron, has been really good. About what I'd like to see. Same number there, a little less spin because I hit that one better. That's what impresses me most about these clubs. They're super forgiving, but they also look sleek. They look like a tour club. Let's do a little comparison. So this is my old 4-iron, and it's called the iBlade, compared to the King Cobra Tour. Honestly, the Cobra looks a little thinner, a little bit more sleek. I talked about the offset, which you can see from the top line. This has a little bit more offset, my old club. This club all around just looks a lot better. And for it to look a little bit, I wouldn't say more intimidating, but more tour-like, for it to perform with that much forgiveness, looks great, feels great, and you can get away with misses.
Hey, Adam, what do you think about his old irons? Like, I mean, what do you think we should do with them?
What are you gonna do with them?
I don't know, I'm not gonna use them anymore.
What do you think you could do with them?
I mean, the grip's nice.
This is a nice grip.
Let's see you hit one. Yeah,
Okay.
and we're giving this to a nice little fan, you know?
Is it 46 iron?
46 iron.
Rip it. Rip this thing.
Everything I've been taught. I'm gonna do one more.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
Are you nervous?
Don't. Why are you missing? You're
No,
better
I
than
literally
this.
didn't miss this. My
You're
pinky.
better than this.
My pinky.
What is wrong?
That was pretty good.
Come on.
Come on, let's go. Just nice and easy. Don't get too mad, all right?
Things are shit. Oh! I can fix it. I can fix it.
Why did you?
No, I can fix it.
Why did you do that, Adam?
You got new
Adam,
ones. You got new
gotta
ones.
wear-
Adam, okay,
Dude.
I did get those new, but I had to pay for those back in the
No,
day.
but the 46, old 46 iron.
he breaks everything on accident, but this time it was actually on purpose.
That was a bad hit. They're not good clips. I'm sorry. Good night, everybody.